What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I feel like $1,000,000 today. One, because we're noticing that the hedge funds are having more difficulty in shorting this thing and bringing it down to the price that they want. And also, and Harper said I was the best dad ever and gave me a little heart that you can see on my shirt right here. Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty good. But we're going to get into AMC and what did happen today. It should be a very straightforward video, kind of a continuation of what I, do believe in or what's happening with this position. So before I get started in this, make sure you guys hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of my links in the description. If you guys want to follow my golf channel, definitely do that. That's something that I really love to do, and I love the editing process, and it gets me back into the editing because on this channel I don't do any editing anymore. It's mainly just, getting on the camera, talking about positions or about different investments that I get into, but really no cuts, no problems there. But with the editing process in golf, it's just all fun. So definitely check out that channel if you guys have time to do it. But we're here to talk about AMC. It should be very straightforward. Let's go through the Vortex data first, then we'll go through some of the detail on the actual price and what happened there. So what we're looking at today in this Vortex data, let's go ahead and refresh this. We're going to see that we have 19% short interest of free float. We're looking at 97.39 million shorted shares that are out there. We did see and pretty much even exchange, negative 1%, basically showing that they returned a lot of their shares and or not a lot of their shares, or a good portion of shares, and borrowed also a good portion of shares. So looking at about a change of negative 1 million, basically showing that they did return about 1 million shares. You're looking at shares on loan, that's still about 119 million. We were excited when this got over 100 million, and now it's over, or it's close to 120 million shares that are on loan. You're looking at 92.38 utilization, which is definitely on the higher side. If we go into some of the Fintel data just to understand that a little bit, we're going to be looking at the amount of shorted shares or short interest or short ratio, sorry, for yesterday was around 35%. And this is just Finra volume. So the total volume, I believe, was like 80 or 90 million. But we did see about 57 million in Finra volume, or almost 58 million in Finra volume. But 35% of that was short. So it's not something they typically do where they have 35% that's short. Typically what we've seen in the last however many days has been over 40%. We have seen some days that have been below 40%, but we've even seen some days to where they've been up to 50%. So they haven't been shorting as much as they have before, even though we did see a decent amount of volume today. So far, we've seen close to 100 million shares, which we'll get into right now, close to 100 million shares, looking at about 96.15 million shares that went through in volume. When everything's said and done, we're going to be probably looking at about 100 million shares that were traded today, if the after hours market goes somewhere around the same of what we believe. So all in all, was not a bad day on volume, was not a bad day on information when it comes to the amount of shorts. They didn't cover a crazy amount. Mainly we just had 3 million returned and 2 million basically borrowed again. So what we did see in the morning when it opened, it increased from an opening price of 47 all the way up to 49, basically testing that 49.50 mark, or if we wanted to look at just dollars, it's really testing that $50 mark. And it doesn't want to surpass that $50 mark. I know the buying power wants to do that, but when you partner some selling pressure in with also the shorting pressure that goes into it, that's why they continue to borrow these shares. They don't have to borrow them and short them today, but they are going to short. I want to know what the level of shorts is going to be today. I would imagine it's going to be a little bit higher because they were trying to keep us down rather than let it skyrocket, right? The day before, we did see an increase of 8%. We probably would have seen the same if they would have put in the same amount of shorts. So we're probably going to see something 40% or higher, maybe even somewhere around 45%, because they did end up bringing this down from that 49 mark down to 45, to where it couldn't hold that 45, bounced off of it, didn't even have a double touch point, didn't have a double test. It really just fell down to 45 and did increase back up to about 48, to where it looks like, I would say, the flattening out point, to where you see that even fight is somewhere between that 48 and 47 dollar mark. But currently we are down in the after hours market. We're down compared to where we closed at. You see some movement here, but if we go into the actual end of the day, we decreased from that 48 mark, got down to a level of about 46, and then started to increase again, got up to 49, touched 49, again seeing that test of about 50, and it started to come back down because they obviously don't want us to surpass 50. That's a goal that a lot of people want to get to. Maybe some of them sell their call options or whatever they end up doing, putting their gains into AMC shares. That's what people typically do. But we did see that fall back down and ended up closing somewhere around 47.40, so down about 1%. Now it's not horrible, because in the pre-market we were down 1.5%, so it's up from where the pre-market actually was. And it was, I think, a little bit lower as well, but we were down 1.5%, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, because right now 1% obviously is higher than 1.5%. We are decreasing, or we did decrease from the close price, but we're starting to make that move back up. You can see here that there's a bounce off of maybe 40, 46, 60, and we're starting to see that push on the way up. Now, I truly believe that we're going to see positive movement in the days to come. Today is Wednesday. We have 2 more days left in the week, and obviously it was a short week. We usually don't see any good data or any good movement after a long weekend. People are trying to really understand what's going to happen when they're coming back and all of that. But once we came back, we saw crypto that was down, and we seen AMC that was up, and now we're seeing crypto kind of start to recover in some sorts, looking at some that are up 1% or so, some that are just down 1% or down basically a flat amount, and then you're seeing AMC also be flat. So it seems like there's some sort of correlation between the two when it comes to AMC and it comes to cryptocurrency, as if, just like I said in my last video, cryptocurrency is only selling off because they're trying to liquidate some of their assets and the smallest portion of their assets, and they take that, put it into whatever they can do for AMC in order to short whatever they can short, but that they can't physically hold it. We see this time and time again. It's been a number of days where it hits high levels and they can't hold it at some of those levels, and they can't hold it at some of these low levels. So it's somewhere in between with all of that fighting that's going on. We understand the buying pressure that this has. The buying pressure will skyrocket this thing up to higher heights, and this is what I've been trying to say in the last 2 videos that I created, talking about the fact that AMC can blow anytime, literally anytime. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, it could be any day that you do see that end up making a move. So that's what I have for you guys today. I wanted to make this a straightforward video, nothing too complex, just really to understand that we're still in this. I'm still in this. I'm still 900 shares strong, and I also have 2 call options for December, and probably we'll end up getting some more call options for a longer period in time, but we'll see how that does play out. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, guys, if you want to follow any of my other channels, I know I say it a lot, if you want to follow my golf channel, please do so. I would like to make that a big thing, and also the Matt Reacts channel. That's something I want to make big as well. I also have an MP Shorts channel that I need to figure out the scheduling for uploading. Golf channel is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and my Matt Reacts channel is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and I believe Saturday, but we're not really set in stone there. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.